I love abandoned vehicles, and I think it's so cool that we're getting an ECTO-1 that looks abandoned with all the rust and...
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up, YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan, and I've got an unboxing here for you. It's the Plasma Series ECTO-1 from Ghostbusters Afterlife, the movie we haven't seen yet, from Hasbro. Picked this up a couple days ago, and it's been driving me nuts because I really want to open it and play with it, but I also wanted to share this unboxing process with you guys. So it was just patience until I had time to film this video, but I think it'll be worth it. I just want to make a quick comment about the Plasma series. I think is an interesting choice. I don't know why or what the reasoning was going with Plasma. It was always Plasm, like ectoplasm, with a Z, P-L-A-Z-M, and this is P-L-A-S-M-A. P-L-A-S-M-A, yeah. And it makes me think of blood. It doesn't make me think of slime. It makes me think of blood, plasma. I don't know. I'm just surprised they didn't go with Plasm series or Ectoplasm series or whatever. And it's interesting too that the Plasma series is completely out of scale. I mean, this wand, Egon's wand back here, is considered part of the Plasma series. This ECTO-1 is considered part of the Plasma series, and the 6-inch figures are part of the Plasma series, and nothing is in scale. I know there was some debate online prior to the release of this and some questioning whether the figures would fit. Turns out they won't. I mean, I don't have proof of it in my hands yet, but I've seen some other pictures online and they don't fit. All right, enough talking. Here's the box. You can see there's some pretty cool artwork there on the front. And it's got this, like, you can see around here, it's kind of got that khaki uniform printing on the side, and then ECTO-1 right there, like the name tags are on the uniform. And then there's the back. You can see the back there. You can also see my ring light that I'm using to light this too. Sorry. Anyway, all right, let's open this up. Let's see. Well, first of all, hold on. We got to get the reading out of the way. The back says, looks like the classic ECTO-1 got a few upgrades. With new features ready to take on bigger, badder ghosts, the ghouls will be running scared. Oh, and that's it. The rest of it's in different languages. Sorry. English is my only language. But you can see there's a whole big paragraph here, and it's just a few lines in English. Okay, enough talking. A couple strips of tape there on the side. Let's see. Now there's got to be some assembly required here. Oh, there's no assembly. I mean, there's some assembly required, but not a ton. You can see here. There it is. So a couple things that I've seen online from some unboxings already, because some people got their hands on these earlier than I did. There was a pre-order that went out a while back, 2 months ago maybe, and it sold out immediately. So, and they haven't been restocked on Target's website yet. But anyway, some of the pictures that I've looked at have talked about the shading on the car, and this one actually looks pretty dark and dirty. I don't know if you can tell there. It's not a pure white at all because, you know, this Ecto is supposed to be rusted out and everything. Some are darker. The white is tinted darker than others. I've seen 2 versions of this. If I had to guess based on the pictures I've seen, this looks darker than the other, you know, variable or whatever. So I'm kind of glad I got the darker one because that'll set it apart from some of the other Ectos that I have. Just cut these little strips off here. Before we start to put this together, let's just look at some of the options. You see the door opens, steering wheel, front wheels don't turn or anything. How about the passenger? Passenger door opens, suicide door opens. Looks like, how do we, I would assume, there's the gunner seat with the proton pack on the back. I don't know if that's, I would think there's got to be something to push on here that would eject that. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So the roof rack is right here. See, that looks like that just, close those doors. That looks like it just kind of, the pegs press on there. Before I forget, I just want to show you guys, yes, absolutely not. The Plasma Series figures will not fit inside here, completely out of scale. So we can put that completely to rest now. And here's all the other little goodies. If you've managed to avoid all the spoilers with equipment and you want to maintain that spoiler-free thing, I would suggest stop watching now, because I'm going to talk about something that came with this that some have considered spoilerish. Oops. So here's, that just pops onto the top. The ladder is now moved to the other side. Hopefully I'm doing this all in the proper order, or maybe it just doesn't matter. Here is the hoses that go on the side. And then they just plug into a couple of holes here on top. Whoops. Easier to do it without the ladder on there, I guess. Maybe. There we go. Okay, let's put the ladder back on. By the way, speaking of ectos, I will do a video in the future. In the near future, I put together that Lego ECTO-1 by myself, and we'll talk about that. It's not, I don't know, a Lego project of that complexity isn't as fun as I thought it would be with somebody else. It was just enough to, you should just do it alone. I think. I don't know. Do whatever you want. But that was just my my assessment of the whole thing. But we'll talk about that again in the next video. Gosh, that seat doesn't look like maybe it has a... where does this one go? Come on now. There is no... I lied. Maybe there is paper instructions here. Nope, it's just one of these little consumer, what is it, Hasbro, all rights reserved, yada yada yada. So this one plugs into the side here. I think it should. And it kind of just goes forward. I mean, even if you look at the box, it's just going here. You can see it's just kind of going forward there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah. Okay, I don't know. I think it would look better tucked in or something there. Oh, not across the ladder though. Can we run it behind the ladder? Yep. Just run it in like that. I don't know. I like it better not run in front of the ladder. I like it tucked in there. And this, if you guys can see here, plugs into the quarter panel, the fender back here. Gosh, these things push in really hard. I don't want to break it. There we go. And then it plugs into that little box up on top. That's it. That's all the assembly that's required. There we go. I love abandoned vehicles, and I think it's so cool that we're getting an ECTO-1 that looks abandoned with all the rust and you know, I'm sure in the movie there'll be some dents and stuff on it that they didn't put in here, but I just love the dirtiness of it, and it's definitely been neglected. You can see here too, I like this little detail. They've got a patch over the old door handle because in the first two movies, the ECTO-1 didn't have a suicide door, so it's been modified over the years at some point to allow that gunner seat to pop out. So you can see where they put the patch over the old door handle and moved it forward to make a suicide door. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but the decals on the door, the Ghost, it looks cracked kind of, like, you know, how old decals will do when they're out in the sun. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Did I say it was $49.99 at Target? Which, now that I'm looking at it, I mean, it seems... Was this worth 50 bucks? It's plastic. The whole thing is plastic. It is really cool, but it doesn't light up. You know, it... let me see if I can reach up here without making a mess. Here is the Playmobil one for comparison. You can see size-wise here what we're looking at. You know, obviously the Playmobil one, or Playmobil, sorry, Playmobil, is a lot more toy-ish, but it does come with, you know, it's got the functioning lights and the siren. So I mean, and I think, gosh, I don't remember what did I pay, 40 or 50 bucks for this one, I think. Again, it looks very much more like a toy. This one has a little more of a model look to it. The detailing is much better. I mean, the inside, does this back door open? Back door opens. I don't know if you guys can see. There's some equipment and gear in there. Oh, and by the way, the spoiler I was talking about. This does come with the little remote control trap. We haven't seen yet. We've seen it in some still shots and stuff for the movie, but it looks like it fits back here. Just kind of looking to see. Yeah, so I don't know, 50 bucks seems a little bit steep. I think quality-wise and everything, 30 would be a no-brainer. You'd have to buy it for 30 bucks. I'm glad I have it. I just question the $50 price tag a little bit. But I want to support the cause, and I want to have more cool Ghostbuster merchandise, and this is how you do it. You spend your money on what they're giving you. So, but I'll also kind of backtrack on that a little bit sometimes, like, don't sell me crap. But I don't feel like this is crap. I just think 50 bucks was a little bit steep. However, it's cool. Glad I got it. I love the rust detail and everything on it, and I'm starting to ramble on now. But you guys get the picture. What do you think? Was this worth 50 bucks? Do you think they could have done more for the money? Yeah, I guess that's it. Cool. I'm glad I got it. I am glad I got it. So, I guess until the next video, be excellent to each other.
You know, sir, it's cousin Ryan on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know, sir, he bigger than any superstar. All of us spit you some real dope bar. Some them sweeter than any chocolate bar. Boom! Hey.